Wow, boys and girls, this is it. 20,000 subscribers. Or 20.1 at the moment, which is even better. Thank you again, everyone. Yeah, so welcome to the 20,000 subscriber Q&A special, where I, well, just simply answer every single one of your questions that has been posted in the comments right below. And any sort of questions, such as good old Roblox Savage right here, who says, please come back to Roblox. First of all, that's not even a question. So, pretty much anything that isn't a question, except for a few exceptions, are not going to be answered. Also, this is one of the questions that I answered in the previous, or rather, in this exact video right here. So therefore, I don't even need to answer this one. So bug off. Anyways, let's get on with the video. So first off, by Isaac for Life, I think, who asks, is Roblox a dead meme? No, definitely not. I kind of wish it was a dead meme, but alas, it's not a dead meme. It's very alive, in fact. So, there you go. It's not a dead meme. Alright. Next question. Will you ever come back to Roblox? I kind of want to, but at the same time, I won't. I won't do it. I simply won't. Anyways, next up. Let me see here. Ah, yes. From NASCAR Fast 48, Sherry is Doge. Right? Who asks, will you ever play Minecraft? Well, good sir. I have already played Minecraft a bunch on this channel. First time was for a Minecraft Let's Play that I did like many years ago with two friends of mine. Definitely a wacky adventure that was, with a lot of foul language, so if you feel up for watching that, I will leave a link in the description, or you can just look it up in my channel, either which, yeah, just go watch that. Plus I also played it for the latest April Fool's video I did for this year. At least I do believe it was for this year. So do look into that one as well if you want more Minecraft content. Anyways, next question by May Patrick. Do you like New York City because it's a nice place? Okay, first off, sorry for like pronouncing the grammar issues, but you know, it just be that way. Second, yeah, New York's a fine place. It definitely seems fine. Would like to visit it someday. I heard, however, horror stories here in Europe regarding crimes in New York and whatnot, but like aside from that, and really that's just the case with almost every like big town out there. Still probably would give it a try at some point. Anyways, next up, Sturdy Bricks asks, what's your favorite Mario character and track from Mario? Now, favorite Mario character is a really good question. I may need to answer Luigi. Yeah, Luigi. If we go by other Mario-related characters who went on to become their own franchise, some sort of capacity, Then you can also say Wario is my favorite. Though if Wario doesn't count, Luigi it is. And if we wanna count the various enemies too, then my favorite Mario enemies are Dry Bones, the Boos, and the Bloopers. As for track from Mario, assuming this is speaking about music and not Mario Kart tracks, which, I mean, you didn't specify Mario Kart, so I'm going to assume not. So, in that case, my favorite track would probably be any of these ones. The credit theme from Super Mario World, the credit theme from Super Mario Bros. 3, both the Bob-omb Battlefield theme and slider theme from Super Mario 64, and Steam Gardens from Super Mario Odyssey. There you go. I hope that helped. Okay, from Trebe the Gur 8. Great. Great. I get it. Damn man, what music do you use in this? Sounds awesome. That is in fact the character select theme for Ntō Hisao Tensoku, which is in fact one of my favorite traditional fighters out there, the traditional 2D fighters out there. It's not beating Smash Brothers for me, but I don't know, it's just kind of fun. Fun game, very unusual for a traditional fighter, but yeah, one of my favorites. Regardless. Okay, Smash only got 5 questions here. So I have a few questions. I've heard you say TV Show 3 has been coming along slowly. Are you still sure to make that release date you dropped, or is a delay likely? I'm looking forward to it either way. Okay, yes, it has been coming along nicely, and yeah, I'm still shooting for that release date, though the possibility for a delay is definitely up in the air. It depends on how much you guys would want me to, like, try to get it out in time, or if you guys are fine with a delay. Do note, almost every single one of the TV shows has, like, been done within a short time. So the shorts I'm not exactly afraid of, it's just that there's an extra amount of content in it that may require some actual, effort on my end. If that's a weird thing to say. So it's definitely doable, though if you guys are completely fine with a later release date, then I can do that too. If it's really that desired. So yeah, there's that. Second one, do you have any at the moment? If you have any at the moment, what are your plans for the channel after TV Show 3 is finished? After TV Show 3 is finished, I'm going to be announcing another big project for 2020. We'll be aiming for the same release date of December 13th, though the possibility of it being a little bit later is also there. Which is I'm not gonna spoil it, but one hint I will give is that I have announced this project a long time ago. I just never worked on it. I just kinda, sat around, kinda think up how these stories gotta go, more or less, scripting, writing the script in my mind, as you say. So that's all the hint I will give for that, and yeah. Aside from that, I'll probably just do more of the same stuff I've been doing this year. Except maybe I'll experiment with a few new ideas alongside those. We'll see what those new ideas are. And so yeah, overall that's all I got in terms of more ideas for this channel. At this point, is it safe to call TV Show 2 Leftovers Part 3 of the TV Show 2? Yeah, honestly, it's probably better if you do that. It saves me a bit more confusion. Uh, Not sure if I'm gonna go back and rename it, but well, if you would want me to rename it, I could do that. I'm just saying, I could do that. Next up, what's the source of the related music in Flesk reads the longest message ever? Asking for a friend, and that friend happens to be me. Alright, I got you. Okay, so I needed to rewatch that video to like answer this one, and now that I heard it again, I can safely say that it's from Super Mario Land, the overworld theme. Um, it's a pretty nice Doujin game out there, and a bit janky, but worth a try, or worth a check out. So there's that. Lastly, mailing or Aya. Still definitely mailing, though Aya is a really close second favorite or third. Alright, that's all. That's all of the five answered. Hope you're satisfied with the answers. Excuse me about that. Next question is from Base EXE. Hi, Fleskhjerta. I know it's been a long time since I've seen your content, and I really doubt you'll remember me at all. Knowing my memory, yeah, I definitely would think that, yeah, I probably would forget stuff like this easily. But okay, let me retake that one. And I really doubt you'll remember me at all. But congratulations to you for getting 20k subscribers. I remember watching your content for the Fleskhjerta's TV show and the Super Devs in Super Mario 64 series, both of which gave me a smile back in the days. Seriously, hard to believe 10 years has passed since then. Now tell me, I'm really old. I started this channel when I was 14. Imagine how old I am now. I know you had stated you had intentions on finishing TV show 3 recently, but when the series is over, do you have any intention on bringing back any of the other older series, or are you planning on going in a new direction with your channel? Thanks again for the laughs, and once again, congratulations. Best regards, Def9215. Yeah, sorry dude, I still don't remember that name. Anyways, yeah, as I stated before, I will be announcing another big project after TV show 3 is done. Afterwards, it's gonna be more of the same, though I may experiment with a new, like, series, a few new ideas. And that's gonna be it for that. And yeah, thank you for the question. Okay, next one is, will you be able to play games from Nintendo Switch? Maybe even play with this stream. It might be fun. I do have a Nintendo Switch, so I can definitely play games on it. Though, I don't have a capture device, so I cannot stream the game. Though, if I ever manage to get one, I definitely would be up for it. Next question is, how old are you? Also, congrats on 20k subscribers. Thank you, you too. And I am 27 years old. I'm really getting old and actually starting to be dying, aren't I? Anyways, next question. 3 questions. Definitely correct spelling. Are you a human? I mean, aside from the fact that I'm Scandinavian, I guess I'm still human. I'm just saying. Pretty sure they are still humans in the end. Also, you cannot tell me that I'm a racist because I'm making fun of basically myself. In that case, I'm just saying, don't try me. Am I dunk? Well, tell me if you're dunk. I guess you are. Whatever dunk means. And lastly, can I die? Well, I mean, only one way to find out. Alright, thank you again for the questions. Okay, next up. No, none of these are questions. Not a question either. No. Here we go, that's a question. What is your opinion on projectile vomiting? Gross. Next question. What are some of your favorite anime, and what's your opinion on the medium as a whole? Okay, favorite anime. It's super, like, mainstream at the moment. But if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, favorite anime at the moment? Probably JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Specifically part 2. Followed by part 4. And then it's a tie between part 3 and part 5. And lastly, part 1, though I still really love part 1. As for the medium as a whole, I won't lie, I still like it as a whole. It's not bad. Anime's never been, bad, so to say. And to those who still say that, it's, bad nowadays, you have no ideas about the ones in the past, man. You have no idea. So yeah, overall, not bad. I just don't watch them super often. So there you go. That's some info for you. Next question. Do you prefer Apple or Android for a cell phone? Well, seeing that I never had a iPhone before, I guess Android would be the answer. You stick with the one you start with and just carry on like that, I guess. Okay, next up. What's your favorite Mario 3D game, Mario Kart, and the Nintendo console? Now this is gonna be a fun one. Favorite 3D Mario is like probably Super Mario 64 still, followed by Super Mario Odyssey. Now I will say at some point in long time ago in the past, Sunshine I did value more over Super Mario 64 due to how fluent the controls in that game were. Though I will admit I do have like still a big nostalgia like bias towards Super Mario 64, which I cannot simply deny. Can simply let go of it. So there you go. Favorite 3D Mario is still Super Mario 64. My favorite Mario Kart. The ones I have the most fondest memories of is probably Mario Kart Double Dash, which I do remember getting for Christmas back when I do believe, either 10 or 11 years old. Followed by Mario Kart Wii, and then I guess all of the other Mario Karts afterwards. Fun fact, I never really grew up with Mario Kart 64, as I never managed to, well, get the game. There you go. And then for the favorite Nintendo console. Now this might be kind of obvious, though I will give a special mention to the Super Nintendo, which aesthetically in the games and whatnot. The 16-bit era is probably my favorite era in the graphical department. I don't know why, just the 16-bit style just looks really nice on the eyes and definitely scaled a bit better than the polygons of the Nintendo 64. Though overall, going by childhood memories, the Nintendo 64 is still my personal favorite, followed by the Wii and actually, scratch that. The GameCube is like Nintendo 64, GameCube, then Wii. There you go. So yeah, that's it. Next up, opinion on the Half-Life series. I do like them. I'm still yet to beat any of them. You can tell you can tell me how much Uberman has been telling me to like play more Half-Life, which by the way, it's my younger brother. Do check out his channel. He hasn't uploaded much lately, though. He sure knows how to make stuff. So yeah, there you go. That's my opinion of the Half-Life series. Next up, what is your 5 favorite games on the Nintendo 64? So my 5 favorite games. The first two has to be Super Mario 64, followed by Super Smash Bros. Third on list, honestly gonna be a tie between Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. I have a hard time deciding which one I like more. Overall, aesthetically and the sheer amount of content in Banjo-Tooie, I prefer more. Though Banjo-Kazooie has like a better game structure, so to say, but overall, both games cannot be denied that they are great. Fourth is that's another good one. Let's say for now Donkey Kong 64. That's 4 now. That's 4 games. And you know what? Let's just toss in Mario Party 2 in there. Let's toss in Mario Party 2, and I love that game too much. Honorable mention goes to Diddy Kong Racing. What's something else I had in mind? Star Fox 64 as well. May as well add that one in. Alright. Right. Majora's Mask 2. Then cannot forget Majora's Mask. I prefer Majora's Mask over Ocarina of Time, though I will not deny Ocarina of Time was a marvel at, like, the time it was released. So yeah, there you go. Next up, who is your favorite character in Smash Bros. If you have played it? For this one, I'm going to make a special, like, thing here. I'm going to give my favorite character, starting from the first one to the latest one, because I own all of them. And I love this series a bit too much, though I'm also not as toxic as the rest of the community. Don't tell anyone. Anyways, so in the first Super Smash Bros., the ones I played the most were definitely Yoshi and Ness. I was a big fan of Yoshi way back in those days. I was like 6 years old or 7. No wait, 7 years old. That's when I first got to play in Super Smash Bros., the first one. In Melee, the ones I played the most and liked the most are in this order from like my top 3 favorites. First one, Mr. Game & Watch. Second, Falco. Third, Mewtwo. Of course, Falco has to be in there somewhere. For Brawl, Ganondorf and Wario. And that was the period where I started becoming like a lesser low tier god, so to say, who just kind of just play all the like low tier characters and just complain about all the top tier characters. Oh, how I've changed since then. You'll see why in a moment. Um, so in Smash 4, the ones I played the most in that one and like the most in that one is number 1, Mega Man. I like Mega Man a bit too much to deny like that. The rest I play are Shulk, Ganondorf, and Palutena. And some Marth too. And in Smash Ultimate, the ones I played like the most in that one, still Mega Man, though Simon and Richter has been added in as well. Despite being very projectile campy, I do still enjoy them. Followed by, well, the rest of its Smash Ultimate, Smash 4 favorites, such as Shulk, Palutena, and Ganondorf. Again. Though I also been giving Mr. Game & Watch a try again after seeing some results of him lately. Yeah, how the tides have turned on that end. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Next up, do you want to be a kid again? Sure, but only if I'm not as dumb as I was then. Because if I'm still as dumb as I was then, I would probably just still get banned in some sort of account or game. Again, just like what happened with Roblox. I'm just saying. And I definitely wasn't the smartest person back in those days. Though if I had to go to a specific like year of like age, probably 17 or 18. It was when I started realizing, hey, I definitely wasn't as smart as I was like, a few years back. But I'm also not too like, hung up on it. So yeah, I'm just gonna improve from there. So yeah, there you go. So what's your favorite video game console? As I stated before, probably the Nintendo 64, though honorable mention goes to Super Nintendo for, the 16-bit aesthetic, which I really like in the games for the Super Nintendo, and the Wii for bringing a lot of joy into my, younger self. If we're gonna speak about non-Nintendo related consoles, I don't have many other ones, but I will give an honorable mention to the Dreamcast for being a underrated, piece of work. Rest in pieces, Dreamcast. Rest in pieces. I will be honest, I never owned a Dreamcast, so why did I mention that? Next up, can you tell us a memory from when you were a child, specifically involving Super Mario 64? Okay, I think all of you already can piece together the my opinions of the giant eel in Super Mario 64, so I won't go about that one. But I will tell something kind of related to that one, which is, so the eel gave me a lot of nightmares as a kid. The piano, on the other hand, just kind of startled me at first, and ever since then, I just never got scared of it. I just kind of think it's funny. Haunted piano in the haunted mansion? Not that big of a deal. Giant eel in the ocean? It's something else entirely. No. Nah. That I cannot handle. It even got much worse in Majora's Mask. Why? Why Nintendo? Why? Alright, next up. Here's some questions. Do you eat pie? Yeah. Second, are you still playing Roblox? No. At least not regularly. I did recently play the game to celebrate someone's birthday. To that person who may or may not be watching this, you are welcome. Also, do tell Martini when we are playing games again. I'm kind of being bored as well. Work on my like usual stuff. And do you have an alternative account after your termination? As I said before, I clearly need an account to play the game. So obviously I created a new one for the occasion, but after the termination of the old one, I still had like 5 other accounts to use, so I wasn't struggling for, accounts to use, though I did forget the password to most of them, so oops. And 3, please do a face reveal. I wanna see your face really badly. Should I do that? Should I really show my face? If I decide that I wanna do a face reveal, you will see it on the screen right now. That's probably how my like face actually looks like. So yeah, that's just me. If not, then face reveal for 25,000 subscribers. Anyone? All right, all right, all right. Thank you for the questions, regardless. All right, and lastly, maybe you could ask Roblox for a ban appeal. They accept them all the time, for me at least. I have tried it all already. They said no, it's too late for that. I even had like written in as a response to a comment earlier at some point, which is I did try to get like the account reopened just to give it away to a friend, though according to what they told my friend about it, nothing could be done for the account. It's like too late now. So that wasn't happening. Rest in pieces. So anyways, yeah, that's all the questions. We're done. And again, thank you again for like watching this video, and just to help the YouTube algorithm a bit, and I may as well do this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And to find out more content that I will put out on my channel. Until then, everyone.